All right, everyone, welcome in. With 5 minutes left before tip-off, I'm starting this broadcast. I realize I'm a little bit late. I had a few technical difficulties I had to work out, but we're here now. So, the Kansas City Roos are set to take on the Denver Pioneers. And with the Roos being 9-13, 7th in the Summit League at 3-4, the Pioneers at 13-9, third at 4-3 in the Summit League. These two teams are set to have a very entertaining clash. While the records may show that the Pioneers are a better team, they are coming off of a loss against Omaha, who is currently ranked below Kansas City in the Summit League rankings. And it was not only a loss, but it was a very convincing loss, 91-72. Meanwhile, Kansas City just beat South Dakota, 81-57. The Roos currently ranked 268th in the KenPom rankings, with Denver being 211th. Meanwhile, Denver ranks 282nd in strength of schedule to Kansas City's 258. We are currently sitting at 3 minutes and 40 seconds before tip-off. I'll be taking a quick break between the national anthem and the announcing of the starters, but we do have the starters, so I'm going to read through that now. For Kansas City, we've got guard Jason Petty, guard Babacar Diallo, forward Melvin Ebenkali, guard Tyler Andrews, and guard Jamar Brown. Meanwhile, for Denver, they have guard Trevor Bruner, who is their star player, forward Pedro Lopez San Vicente, guard Jackson Brinchley, forward Toko Tynamo, and guard Isaiah Adto Ankra. Now, Tommy Bruner is, like I said, the star player for the Pioneers. He's played in all 22 games, started all of them. He's a graduate student, standing at 6'1". He averages 34 minutes a game and 26.1 points per game. He shoots 43.9% from the field, 40.7% from behind the three-point line, and 83.2% from the line. He is the X factor in this game. Then it may be a tough night for Kansas City. Meanwhile, there's not one specific player on the Roos that you need to look for. Everyone brings their own thing to the table. So it's just a matter of who has the right night on that night. Last Saturday, against South Dakota, it was Babacar Diallo who really lit up the scoreboard. Now, it may not have been in points, as the website breaks on me. As we take a look at the box score, it was a matter of Jason Petty with 21 points, Jamar Brown with 14, Cameron Foss with 11, and Christian Corsalt with 17. But as I mentioned, it was Babacar Diallo with 6 rebounds and 5 assists that really showed out and brought the power to the game that needed to be brought. It's not always the points that need to show up on the board, but just the presence on the court. So, who is it going to be tonight? In just 30 seconds, we're going to find out. I'll be right back with you after the national anthem. Okay, thank you to the UMKC ROTC Color Guard and the Roo Mob for presenting the colors and performing our national anthem. As the Color Guard exits the court, we will prepare for the introduction of the starting lineups. As mentioned, Tommy Bruner, number 0. Number 15, Pedro Lopez San Vicente. Number 23, Jackson Brinchley. Number 25, Toko Tynamo. And number 32, Isaiah Adto Ankra. And again, the Roos starting lineup: number 1, Jason Petty; number 2, Babacar Diallo; number 5, Jamar Brown; number 20, Melvin Ebenkoli; and number 25, Tyler Andrews. I'm expecting Jason Petty to show up again tonight. He's averaging only 4.3 points per game, but he's really stepped up in the more recent games, especially, as I mentioned, against South Dakota. He went 8 of 11 from the field, 5 of 6 from the three-point line. So he's really heating up from behind the line. 5 rebounds to 3 turnovers and no assists, but he did record a block and 2 steals. So I expect a big game from him again tonight. Babacar Diallo has not necessarily lit up the scoring box, but as I mentioned, 5 assists and a steal was very good for him, though only 4 points. Jamar Brown, number 5, recorded 14 points, had 3 rebounds, 4 assists, and a steal. And I also expect a big game from him. Who's really surprised me this season was Cameron Foss, number 30, a 6'6" junior out of Scottsdale, Arizona. He's played in all 22 games, starting all of them, averaging 30.2 minutes per game and 11 points per game. He got that exact total points against South Dakota, but he really lights it up from behind the three-point line. And he had a big game against Kansas in Allen Fieldhouse about a month and a half ago. So I expect him to start finding his flow again. We're getting prepared for the tip-off, so I'm going to go ahead and start paying attention to what's out on the court. The 5 starters for each side are currently heading out to midcourt. Let's see who's going out to take the tip-off. Looks like it's going to be number 20, Melvin Ebenkoli for Kansas City, and number 25 for the Pioneers, Toko Tynamo. Kansas City is wearing their baby blue on gray, which I personally love. Kansas City wins the tip-off. They go charging down the court. Babacar Diallo currently has the ball. Passes it out to Jamar Brown, passing it back to Babacar Diallo. Jamar Brown under the basket, retreats. Out to Babacar Diallo. Melvin Ebenkoli. Tyler Andrews, who shoots and scores 2 points. The inbound goes to Brunner. And like I said, he is the X factor in this game. If the Roos can contain him, then they can win this game. If not, it may be a rough night. Brunner out to number 32, 23, 2, back to Brunner, who goes inside, out to Tynamo, who may have traveled. The fans wanted it, but dumps the basket. Babacar Diallo going down the court. Out to Petty. Back to Diallo. Into Melvin Ebencully, who shoots and scores. 4-2 Roos. Now Brunner is going back down the court the other way. Out to Jackson Brenchley, who goes to Tynamo, I believe that is. Shoots it up from the paint, and it's good. We've got Giallo with the ball. The mob is screaming, "Let's go, Roos." Giallo shoots, but it's no good. That's the first missed basket from either team. Oh, big block. Could not tell who that was from, though. Inbound by the Pioneers. Out to Ato Ankara. Tynamo shoots but misses. The fans really think that Tynamo is traveling, but it's not getting called, so we'll just have to go by the officiating. Giallo has the ball, goes out nearly. Oh, but they call blocking on Ebencully. So it looks like the official call on that block is not, in fact, a block. Oh, no, it was called a block. Jason Petty. I was just looking at the wrong line. They're calling the turnover by Ebencully. Brunner going down the court, passes it out to Jackson Brenchley. And that's the first three of the game by Pedro Lopez San Vicente. Tyler Andrews has the ball, passes it out to Jason Petty. Ebencully goes inside in the paint, blocked. Blocked by Tynamo. Brunner carrying it down the court. Out to Lopez San Vicente, but it's stolen. Of course, I looked down for a second. There's Jason Petty with the ball, trying to do some swift moves. Tyler Andrews inside, goes up, blocked again by Tynamo, recovered by Andrews, but it was missed. Looks like Jason Petty may have gotten a block, but I think they may have called a shooting foul. The fans are letting the refs know that they do not like that call. And it is 23 Brenchley at the line right now, shooting two, missed the first. And the foul was called on Jason Petty, so he currently has one. And the second free throw was made. So it is currently 8-4 Pioneers. Giallo down the court, passing it out to Petty. All right. Oh, Nearly stolen by the Pioneers, but it goes out of bounds and back to the Roos. Andrews to inbound to Babacar Diallo. Diallo goes inside, tries to dunk, misses. Stolen by Jason Petty, and he goes up and gets the basket. 8-6, Pioneers. All right, Pioneers with the ball. And they call a foul on number 2, and we are going to go to break. I'll break it all down when we come back. All right, I'm back with you here from the Sweeney Center, where the Roos are trailing 8-6 at the under 16 timeout. We have 15 minutes and 38 seconds left in the first half, and Babacar Diallo just got called for his first personal foul. Tommy Bruner, number 0, to inbound. The refs are stopping for a wet area on the floor that's getting cleaned. And they're good to go. So Bruner to inbound. To number 4, Kian Lloyd. The ball gets tipped out of bounds. Possession remains with the Pioneers. Or I'm sorry, number 4 is not Kian Lloyd. It is DeAndre Craig. Oh, the ball is stolen by the Roos. Number 2, Babacar Diallo bringing it down. Out to Tyler Andrews. Out to Petty. Into Tyler Andrews, and he dunks it. This game is tied. Craig out to Tynamo. Tynamo out to Brenchley, and he scores. This game is no longer tied. It is now 10-8 Pioneers. Jason Petty nearly loses the ball, but turns around, shoots, and scores. 2 points. Now DeAndre Craig is bringing the ball down the court. Out to Tynamo. Oh, and the ball is stolen by the Roos. This is just a steal and a block fest right now. Jason Petty is going up, and it's missed. Recovered by the Pioneers. Tynamo shoots a 3, and it's good. Timeout called by Kansas City, I believe. I'll be right back with you. All right, coming back from the timeout, the score is 13-10 Pioneers, but the Roos are keeping in with this one. Looks like Tynamo is currently the game's scoring leader with 7 points, no fouls. Meanwhile, the Roos' leading scorer is Tyler Andrews with 4 points, but Andrews is now out of the game. Coming in is Jeff Ngandu and number 35, who is Julian Ramirez Montero. All right, the ball is tipped out of bounds, possession Roos. Jamar Brown is going to inbound the ball. Inbound to Ramirez Montero, out to Christian Corsalt, I believe, yes. All right, back to Ramirez Montero, out to Corsalt, to Petty, nope, yep, Petty. Petty shoots and scores. That is 3 points for Jason Petty. Now Isaiah Carr is replacing Tuco Tynamo. Bruner with the ball, going in to Carr, and it's deflected and grabbed by Jeff Ngandu. Julian Ramirez with the ball. Jamar Brown gets kicked off, but Ngandu grabs it. They call the kick. Jason Petty to inbound the ball. Julian Ramirez. Montero out to Jamar Brown. To Jason Petty. Jason Petty goes up, over, but fouled. They're going to call that a shooting foul, which it clearly was. And Jason Petty to the line to shoot 2. First one, nothing but net. Roos have their first lead since 2-0 at 14-13. That's not true. Their last lead was actually 4-2. Petty's second is good. It's now a 2-point lead. Petty's given Braxley a little hug out there, or Branchley, I'm sorry, a little hug out there, but the inbound is successful. Carr to Branchley. And they call a charge. Possession Roos. Ramirez Montero to inbound to Christian Corsalt. Corsalt to Julian Ramirez Montero, who shoots a three, but it's no good off the rim. I'm not quite sure what they just called on Tynamo, but there was a foul called on Tynamo. Christian Corsalt to inbound. To Jamar Brown. Goes out, in, up, no good. DeAndre Craig's got the ball. Running into the paint, out to Tynamo at the three-point line. Tynamo almost loses the ball, but in the paint puts it up, and it is good. This game is tied again. Christian Corsalt with the ball. Out to Jason Petty. Jason Petty tries to find a lane, but goes out to Ramirez Montero, out to Christian Corsalt, who goes in, puts it up, and it drains. 17-15. DeAndre Craig going down the court. All right, looks like Tynamo has the ball now at the top of the arc. Tries to find a jumper, could not. Oh, what a block! Who was that? We'll find out at when we come back from this media timeout. All right, bring you back here. That block was by Jeff Ngandu, recording his 18th on the season. Tyler Andrews is coming back in, and Alan Mukeba is joining the game for the first time tonight. Pioneers are set to inbound. Jackson Brinchley is the one set to inbound it. And he gets it out successfully. But number 32, Isaiah Atto Ankra, steps out of bounds. Babacar Diallo checking back in. As Tyler Andrews inbounds the ball to Christian Corsalt, who gives the ball to Jamar Brown, who hands it back off to Andrews, back out to Christian Corsalt, to Tyler Andrews. They're playing hot potato right now into Mukeba, who gets blocked. Yes, they did call that a block. Corsalt set to inbound the ball. And does so to Mukeba. Who puts it up. No good, but Jamar Brown with the rebound and score. It's like okay. Andrews is set to inbound the ball. Missed that entire possession. Christian Corsalt bringing the ball down the court. Out to Jamar Brown, who gives it to Mukeba, who puts it up, misses the dunk, though. Bruner is going down the court. Can anyone stop him? Yes. It's out to Adoankara for the three. The game is now 19-18 Roos. Jamar Brown out to Babacar Diallo. Into Mukeba, who puts up the basket but misses. Rebound Pioneers. Pioneers set up for what appears to be a play for three, but Bruner charges into the paint, puts up the ball, but it is short. Foul on Alan Mukeba as Otto Ankara sets up for 2 free throws. No, Bruner sets up for 2 free throws. The first one is no good. Bruner lining up for his second. And it is good. Roos back in possession of the ball after those 2 free throws. Christian Corsalt down to Jamar Brown, who charges in, puts up a shot, and it's good. 21-19 Roos with 9 minutes left in the half. Number 21, Tyson Garth misses his shot, but Tyler Andrews recovers down the court. And Christian Corsalt goes in, tries to pass it to Alan Mukeba, no, Melvin Ibankali, but the pass was wild. Now that possession by the Pioneers was screwed up by a steal. And what was supposed to be on the breakaway ends up being a foul against the Pioneers. There are currently 5 fouls against the Pioneers, 4 against the Roos. Little hot potato on the outside of the arc, but Jason Petty puts up 2. One of the deepest 2s you can possibly have, but he connects. Tommy Bruner puts it up but misses, and the ball gets swiped by the Roos, but it's a foul. The fans seem to disagree with this call, as the guy sitting next to me says, that's terrible. Number 15 for the Pioneers sets up for 2, gets the first one. That would be Pedro Lopez San Vicente. And he has a chance to make it a 2-point game with this next free throw. Lines it up, and it's good. There was a kid behind the net just waving his hands, but didn't seem to distract Pedro Lopez San Vicente. Oh, a wild pass by Christian Corsalt gets swiped out of the air by, I believe, Isaiah Otto Ankara. An alley-oop by the Pioneers ties this game at 23. Christian Corsalt setting up, but instead it's Jason Petty taking 3, and it's good. Tommy Bruner with a cut inside, passes it out to there's a lot going on down at this end, but Bruner takes a 3, it's no good. Gets swiped away by Kansas City because after the Pioneers got the rebound. Jason Petty takes 3, and it's off the backboard. Off the side of the backboard, actually. Jackson Brenchley passes it out to Tommy Bruner. Gets swiped away, but there is a foul. As we will take a timeout.
We are back here from the Sweeney Center. Let's take a quick look at some of the leaders. Scoring leaders for the Roos right now would be Jason Petty with 12 and Jamar Brown with 6, whereas for Denver, it's Tuco Tynamo with 9 and Pedro Lopez San Vicente with 5. Jason Petty currently has 2 fouls against him, while Tuco Tynamo and Isaiah Carr have the same. We're getting back to action on the court as DeAndre Craig is set to inbound the ball for the Pioneers. The ball ends up in Tommy Bruner's hands. When does it not? As they try to go up for another alley-oop, but it doesn't work. But it's rebounded by the Pioneers. Christian Corsalt with the ball right now. Babacar Giallo trying to charge in, but can't find a lane. There he goes, finding a lane. Out to Christian Corsalt, who thinks about taking 2, but ends up stepping out of bounds. Thinks about taking 3, but ends up stepping out of bounds. DeAndre Craig gets the inbound. Tommy Bruner again with the ball, goes up for an alley-oop, and it again works. It's 24, Isaiah Carr with more points on the board. The Roos have to find some way to stop that connection between Bruner and Carr. Christian Corsalt out to Babacar Giallo, up for Melvin E. McCauley. They call a block on Isaiah Carr, I believe. Well, Melvin Ebonkali, I've been pronouncing his name wrong this whole time, is set to take 2 free throws. Misses the first. Oh, he was actually set up for 1, misses it, and it's rebounded by the Pioneers, but stolen by Tyler Andrews. Jason Petty passes to Tyler Andrews, but it was a little bit of a wild pass. He did wrap it up, though. Ebonkali ends up putting the ball up for 2. Roos lead this game 30-27 with 4 minutes and 51 seconds left in the half. Tommy Bruner puts the ball up, but hits off the rim, rebounded by the Pioneers. Carr loses the ball, but they call a foul against Tyler Andrews, I believe. Now, the Pioneers are in the bonus. 7 fouls against the Roos as Tuco Tynamo misses his first free throw. Though the second by Tynamo is drained. Tynamo is now out of the game. Replacing him is number 15, Pedro Lopez San Vicente. Tyler Andrews sets up for a 2-point shot, and it's good. DeAndre Craig passes out to Pedro Lopez San Vicente. And Lopez San Vicente ends up with 2 points. Tyler Andrews again with the ball in his hand, passes it out to Jamar Brown for 3, no good. Bruner's pass low, but gathered by DeAndre Craig. Stolen by Christian Corsall. 35 goes up, and it's good. Julian Ramirez Montero with a slam dunk. It's the Pioneers. No, it's a media timeout. I'll be right back. All right, back with you here, and we're going to give a quick update on the Roos women's team, who currently trail the Pioneers in Denver 19-14. Now, DeAndre Craig is set to take the inbound from Jackson Brenchley. Tommy Bruner has the ball. Again, when does he not? Passes out to number 15 to 30 to Isaiah Addo Ankara for 2 points. Corsall currently has the ball. Ramirez Montero. And they are calling, I believe, an illegal screen on the Pioneers. Jamar Brown, number 5, set to take 2 shots as the Roos are now also in the bonus. First one's good as the Pioneers bench tries to distract him. Does not seem to work. Set for shot 2. Second shot is also good. The Roos lead this 36-32 with 2:54 left in the first half. Craig goes up, but the ball is knocked out. Believe the possession is going to remain in favor of the Pioneers, and it does. Tommy Bruner set to inbound. Bruner has the ball again, takes 3, misses, but Jackson Brenchley back with the ball. 32, misses. Addo Ankra. Corsalt with the ball on the rebound. Jamar Brown. Ramirez Montero. Christian Corsalt out to Jamar Brown, who goes inside the arc, misses off the rim. A foul is called against the Roos. I believe the foul was called on Julian Ramirez Montero. And the fans do not like this one. Tommy Bruner is now set for his free throws, makes the first one. And misses the second one. Rebound, Tyler Andrews. Ramirez Montero passes out, and it ends up back in his hands. He goes in, goes up, and one. The Roos lead by 5, 38-33, as Ramirez Montero gets set for one shot. No time wasted, puts it up, and it's good. The Roos lead by 6. I believe a blocking call was just was just called on Jeff Ngandu. Tommy Bruner again at the line. Puts one up, it's good. Puts the second up. It is also good. Roos now lead by 4. Corsalt with the ball. Out to Tyler Andrews. Sidestep, up. It's good. It appears Tommy Bruner just tried to pass the ball, but it got knocked out of bounds, and now possession is on with the Roos. Tyler Andrews is set to inbound. It appears the ball will be in Christian Corsalt's hands. He gets inside, puts the ball up, but it is no good. Rebounded by the Pioneers. Tommy Bruner, who's going to stop him? He puts it up. No one's going to stop him. 41-37. They may take those points off the board, though. They called a technical. Now Jamar Brown is going to shoot 2 without anyone around him on Tommy Bruner, by the way. Jamar Brown's first shot is good. He now lines up for his second. And the second shot is good. The Roos retain possession. It's Christian Corsall just going to let this roll to mid-court. Runs inside. Oh, that ball was tipped directly into a photographer's camera. The Roos still have possession. Inbounding is Christian Corsall. Gets it out to Jamar Brown. To Tyler Andrews, who takes the 3. No good. The Roos keep the ball. Jamar Brown had his headband ripped off. And they're going to call something. They called holding against the Pioneers. Jamar Brown is set to take another 2 free throws. The Roos are now in the double bonus. First one's good. Promise Idiaru just checks in for the first time in this game. Jamar Brown's second is good. .22 seconds remain in this half as Tommy Bruner takes the ball down the court. Looks like he's going to wind as much time down off this clock as he can. So there is no shot clock left. Bruner takes a shot, bounces off the rim, out of bounds. Possession, Roos with 2.3 seconds remaining. The inbound was stolen by the Pioneers. The shot, though, was not good. Your Roos lead this game at the half, 45-37. That's an 8-point lead. I'll be back after halftime. Okay, we are back with 2 minutes and 30 seconds until the second half tips off. Gonna take a look through some of the leaders in this game. Jason Petty and Jamar Brown are the two leaders in scoring with 12 points apiece, with Tyler Andrews in third with only 8. Meanwhile, for Denver, Toko Tynamo is the scoring leader with 10 points, while Pedro Lopez San Vicente is in second with 7, while Tommy Bruner and Isaiah Carr are in third with 6. Rebounding, Pedro Lopez San Vicente leads the entire game with 7 rebounds, and Tommy Bruner leads the game with 6 assists. As far as three-pointers go, the Roos are currently shooting with a 33.3%, having shot 6 and made 2, while Denver has shot 6 and made 3 with a 50% scoring percentage from 3. The Roos lead in field goal percentage. I'm sorry, they do not lead in field goal percentage. Denver leads with 54.2%, while Kansas City is shooting 50% from the field. Kansas City leads in free throws with 9 out of 10, while Denver has 8 out of 12 made. Denver is absolutely crushing it on the glass, up 19-10 on rebounding. Currently, they lead in offensive rebounding and defensive rebounding with 6 and 13, respectively. The Roos currently lead this game 45-37. We are switching sides and will be starting the second half in just 20 seconds. Now, at half, the Roos women's basketball team is ahead of Denver with leading 30-28. They will be resuming play here shortly as well. But we are here in Sweeney Center in Kansas City, and the second half is starting now. Denver is slow to break the huddle, but their starting 5 are coming back onto the court now. Denver will receive the ball to start the half. And they are on the near side of the court for me now, so I will be able to see their numbers a little better, as there's already a foul less than 10 seconds into the half. It is the third personal foul against Jason Petty. So that's not very good for the Roos, considering he has 12 of their 45 points. 2 shots for Jackson Bridgeville. Lines up for his first. And drains the first, cutting the lead down to 7. Jason Petty is out, and Christian Corsalt is in. Second shot is up, but no good. Rebounded by Jeff Ngandu. Babacar Diallo is racing down the court. Passes it out to Christian Corsalt at the top of the arc. But back to Diallo. About lost the ball. Did lose the ball, but it is grabbed by Jamar Brown, put up by Jeff Ngandu, and out of the basket it goes. The Pioneers are coming out with a vengeance as number 15, Pedro Lopez San Vicente, drains 2. The lead is now down to 5. The Roos need to pick it up, or they're going to lose their lead quickly. with a reverse dunk. Jeff Ngandu drains that basket and blocks the shot to boot. Christian Corsalt goes rushing down but loses the ball, and possession stays with the Roos. Christian Corsalt to inbound, out to Babacar Diallo. Back to Corsalt at the top of the arc. Goes rushing in, but stops. Tries to go back in, loses the ball again, but Babacar Diallo tries to hit three, hits the rim and out. The Pioneers are rushing down the court. Lopez San Vicente had the ball, but now it is with Bruner. The Pioneers lose the ball, and possession goes to the Roos. Tyler Andrews inbounds out to Christian Corsalt, who is seeming to ask for a call from head coach Marvin Menzies. Gets it. Andrews sets up for three, tries to hit it, no good, but Ngandu puts it up again, goes long. And Bruner is bringing the ball down the court for the Pioneers. Toko Tynamo tried to hit a throw. Corsalt ended up running into Tynamo as they tried to bring the ball back in. No call was made, and Jamar Brown hit two. Now a call is made as there was collision under the Pioneers basket, and it looks like a foul was called against the Roos, and the Pioneers, Toko Tynamo, is shooting two. The first shot is good. Melvin Abonkali has come in for the Roos, number 20. And Tynamo's second shot is rebounded by the Roos as it bounces off the rim. Tyler Andrews currently has the ball. Tried to pass this out to Jamar Brown. Success, and Jamar Brown drains a three from the far corner. Pioneers number 25, Toko Tynamo, hits a basket under the basket and gets a foul to boot, so he will be shooting one. The Pioneers are making wholesale changes to their five on the court, as Tynamo is back at the line. His first shot is going up, and it's, well, his only shot went up and good. Roos lead by 8. Corsalt passes out to Diallo. Diallo to Andrews. And Andrews gets a favorable call. Tyler Andrews is at the line. First shot is good. The Roos now have their largest lead of the night at 9 points, 53-44. Tyler Andrews set to take his second shot. And it's good. Now it is a 10-point lead. The refs called a foul on the Pioneers' possession, and it appears to be, well, I can't really tell. The motion for traveling, but it was against the Roos. It was called on Christian Corsalt, his second personal foul. And another foul is called on the offensive possession for the Pioneers. Appears to be on number 2, Babacar Giallo. That is his second personal foul. Now, Tommy Bruner is at the line, shooting 2. First one is good. And the second is up and good. Jamar Brown receives the inbound. Christian Corsalt gets the ball, goes driving, stops his motion for a second, goes out to Tyler Andrews, steps aside, takes a deep 2. It's good. Yeah, they called that too. He's just inside the line. Bruner with the ball. Out to Tynamo, out to Craig. To Garf. Stolen by Andrews. Andrews goes charging in. And gets a blocking call. Yes, they called blocking. And we will take a timeout under 16 minutes to play in this game. right, we are coming back from break. 15:38 left to play in this game. And a quick update on the Roos women who are currently playing in Denver. The game is currently 39-34 in favor of Denver. But here it is a different story. The Roos are up by 10 and they are shooting 2. Toko Tainamo was called for a foul. That was his 3rd personal and 2nd team of the half. As Tyler Andrews lines up for his first shot. It's up and good. Second is good. Bounced around a little, but ended up going into the basket, and that counts. Tommy Bruner currently with the ball, goes up and out of bounds. Had to grab the ball there for the official as Craig inbounds. Tommy Bruner almost lost the ball, but regains possession. It goes out for a 3-point shot by Pedro Lopez San Vicente. It's back to a 10-point lead by the Roos. 58-48. Christian Corsalt passes out to Jamar Brown, out to Bob Cargiallo, back to Brown, into Tyler Andrews, up, and the 2 in the paint is good. Toko Tainamo passes the ball out for Craig. Tommy Bruner, who tries to avoid stepping out of bounds and barely does. Bruner out to Tainamo, who almost loses the ball, and they call it a foul by Bruner. They call it a carry. Or I guess in this sport it would be called a travel. Christian Corsalt out to Brown, out to Andrews, misses, but Corsalt grabs the rebound. Bob Cargiallo to Tyler Andrews, up and good from the paint. It's now a 14-point lead for your Kansas City Roos. 13:55 left to play in the game. Craig goes up, but misses. Corsalt grabs the rebound. Bob Cargiallo to Ibankali. The Roos are hot here tonight. The arena is alive. Craig shot 3, missed. Andrews with the rebound, out to Diallo. This arena is jumping right now. Andrews to Corsalt. Corsalt trying to be a little funky, but there he goes. Up, blocked. And Tommy Bruner. Blocked! Looks like we have just had a timeout called. No, never mind. We will be staying here. DeAndre Craig is going to inbound this, as that block was shot way out of bounds. And instead of taking a 5-second violation, the ball was bounced off of Christian Corsall. Now we have a timeout called, and I will be back. We are back here in the Sweeney Center, where the Roos have a 16-point lead over the Denver Pioneers. 64-48 is the score. And the Pioneers are set to inbound the ball. Last attempt at inbounding this, instead of taking the 5-second violation, DeAndre Craig ended up just bouncing the ball off of Christian Corsall, but this time he gets it in. Dynamo out to Craig. Craig up for the alley-oop. And a foul was called. And now Isaiah Carr will go to the line for the Pioneers, shooting one. As it was an and one, and the points will count. The one is good. Tyler Andrews to inbound the ball to Christian Corsall. 12:15 remains in this game. Jamar Brown is set up in the offensive zone for the Roos. Out to Ibonkali, to Tyler Andrews. And a foul is called against 32 for the Pioneers. That is Isaiah Atto Ankra. This will not be a shooting foul, so the Roos will just inbound the ball. And it is out to Jamar Brown. Christian Corsalt now has the ball. Goes in, out to Tyler Andrews. And Ramirez Montero misses the shot, but Jamar Brown now has the rebound. Corsalt going around, almost lost the ball. Passes to Tyler Andrews. They got 3 seconds to shoot. Tyler Andrews goes up, shoots, but it is a shot clock violation. We are now going to timeout. I will be back in just a bit. Back here in the Sweeney Center, where the Roos now have a 13-point lead. The 16 points has now been reduced, but we play on. 11:23 remain in this game, where Isaiah Carr is set to inbound the ball. Oh, nope, it's on the other side. It is Isaiah Otto Ankra set to inbound the ball. DeAndre Craig has the ball, set to now pass it to Jackson Branchley, to Carr, now to Bruner, who goes up and around and scores 2 points. Now here is Ramirez Montero inbounding to Christian Corsalt, who thought he got fouled, but no call was made. Corsalt got bumped, and there's a foul. They called the foul on number 32, Otto Ankra. That was his third personal foul, so he has been taken out of the game by the coach. Corsalt grabbed his own rebound. That's going to be a jump ball. And the Roos have the possession arrow. And that's the first jump ball of the game. Oh, they called a foul. They called a foul on the Pioneers instead of a jump ball. That is on DeAndre Craig, and that was his first personal foul. And the 6th team foul on the Pioneers. Looks like Petty just inbounded the ball out to Corsalt. To Montero. And another foul was called on number 0. That would be Tommy Bruner. And that is his third personal foul, but he will stay in the game. Ramirez Montero had the ball, but it got knocked out of bounds. And the ball will stay with the Roos. Petty to inbound again. And he does so to Corsalt. Corsalt takes a jumper, misses off the rim. Pioneers get the rebound. Craig has the ball, driving down the court, controlling the offense. Craig takes a spin move, goes into Isaiah Carr, who wants an and one, but the foul is called. The foul was on the Roos, and so the Pioneers will shoot 1 and 1 as they are in the bonus. Isaiah Carr is the one at the line. First misses, but is rebounded by the Pioneers, and they get fouled again. Jeff Ngandu is not amused. This time it is Jackson Branchley at the line. Made his first one. It's down to a 10-point game, 64-54. Branchley up and makes the second free throw. It is down to a 9-point game. Quick update on the women's basketball. Their halftime lead has been cut to a 9-point deficit in the fourth quarter. Christian Corsalt passes to Tyler Andrews, to Jamar Brown. Brown goes in, takes the shot, makes it. 66-55. We are up to an 11-point game. Craig out to Tynamo, back to Craig. Tynamo takes the shot, misses. Foul appears to have been called on Jeff Ngandu. That's his third personal foul. This time it is Tynamo on the line. So we have had 24, 23, and now 25 on the line for the last 3 free throw shot attempts. The first one is good for Tynamo. Second is off the rim. Jeff Ngandu with the rebound. Passes it to Tyler Andrews, who passes it to Christian Corsalt. Jason Petty wanted to foul there, but there was none. There was a little contact made that made him stumble, but Jeff Ngandu now has the ball out to Jason Petty himself, who takes the shot and bounces out of the net. Dynamo with the ball out to Tommy. Shot, but didn't. Passes it out to Isaiah Jackson Brinchley, who lost the ball, but it's back with Craig. And Dynamo takes the shot off the rim into the hands of Jason Petty. Christian Corsalt back with the ball. And they are now calling a foul. It will likely be on Jason Petty. No, it is on the Pioneers. We will be back shortly as we are going to timeout. Back after the under 8-minute timeout, and the Roos lead by 10, 66 to 56. The foul was called on DeAndre Craig. The Roos will go to the line shooting 1 and 1. That is Craig's second personal foul. Christian Corsalt at the line. His first shot is good. He will get a second. His second was missed off the rim. DeAndre Craig is now in possession of the ball. Quarterbacking his offense. Passes the ball out to Dynamo. And the three-point shot by Lopez San Vicente was off the rim. Christian Corsalt now has the ball as the Roos got the rebound. Jason Petty now has the ball. Passes it to Jamar Brown. To Corsalt. To Tyler Andrews. Tyler Andrews takes the three, and it's made! 70-56. DeAndre Craig, quarterback in the offense again, out to Bruner. Bruner goes in, out to DeAndre Craig. His shot from three is missed. Got the rebound was Jamar Brown, but there is a foul on the Roos. The Pios are now in the double bonus. Toko Dynamo is now at the line to shoot two. First one is made. And the the Pioneers are subbing in Tyson Garf. Dynamo's second shot is up, and he made it. It's now down to a 12-point lead by the Roos. Corsalt receives the inbound and is driving down the court. Pass to Tyler Andrews. Andrews sidesteps, thinks about it, doesn't take the shot, tries to drive in, gets fouled. Toko Dynamo has now got his fourth team foul, or his fourth personal foul, and is being taken out of the game by Pioneers head coach Jeff Wolberg. Tyler Andrews' first free throw was made, and the Pioneers are bringing in 7 foot tall, second tallest in the Summit League, Isaiah Carr. Andrews' second free throw is good. It's back up to 14. Carr's pass was nearly stolen by Jamar Brown, but was retained. Three-point shot by Tyson Garf was made. Corsalt now has the ball. There are a total of 12 fouls on the floor currently by the Pioneers, as Tyler Andrews' three-point shot was missed wide right. I'm sure Bills fans would hate to hear that. Tommy Bruner now has the ball as the missed three-point shot was tipped out of bounds. Bruner takes a three and misses off the rim, recovered by Carr, who gives it to Isaiah Otto Ankra, who misses his three, and Isaiah Carr takes an awkward tumble to the ground and has some words for Jeff Ngandu. Carr is having to be calmed down by his teammates, but appears to be fine. We're on a timeout, but I'm going to stay here for now, as it is not a media timeout. So taking a quick look back at the women's game, the Roos are down by 12 with 2 minutes left in the game. So it's fair to say that that game is decided. Now, taking a look back at this game, Jeff Ngandu was called for a 4th personal foul and will likely be taken out of the game with 5:22 remaining. Taking a look back at some leaders, Tyler Andrews leads the team in points, leads the game in points with 23. Considering his average is 3.8 points per game, it's fair to say he's had a heck of a night. Jamar Brown has 19, Jason Petty with 12, and Melvin Ibonkali with 8. Toko Tynamo for Denver has 17, while Pedro Lopez San Vicente has 11, with Tommy Bruner having 10 and Isaiah Carr having 9. Now, prior to the game, I made my own predictions as to who I thought would have a good night. I didn't have Tyler Andrews on that list, but clearly you can't count him out. As for my X factor for the game, I said Tommy Bruner, if the Roos can keep him in check, then they have a good shot at winning. But if they couldn't, then it could be an ugly night. And considering his 26.1 points per game, and only having 10 tonight, so far it has not been a good night for Tommy Bruner. But there's 5:23 left in the game with an 11-point difference. Anything could still happen. It looks like they actually called a technical on Jeff Ngandu. And Isaiah Carr made both of his free throws. The Pioneers will retain possession. The inbound was batted out of bounds, but that doesn't help the Roos' possession. Bruner is now inbounding from probably the most difficult part of the court, but has no issue getting it. A three-point shot was attempted by number 21, Tyson Garth. A flagrant one was called on Jeff Ngandu. But that's in the past. The Kansas City Roos are leading by 10 points. Andrews' inbound was nearly batted out of bounds, but Corsalt retains, drives straight to the basket, and scores 2. Tommy Bruner with the ball, passes out to number 21, Tyson Garth, gets blocked out of the air. Out to Tynamo, though. Tynamo takes a shot, misses off the rim. Tyler Andrews gets the rebound. What a crazy sequence. Passes out to Christian Corsalt to take the ball down the court. Now, the Pioneers are playing tight defense right now. Tyler Andrews passes out to Christian Corsalt. Corsalt thinks about it, passes into Ibonkali, who gets fouled. The Pioneers are now nearing double bonus, or are nearing 10 fouls, so they only have one left before the Roos are in the double bonus as well. Ibonkali is now going to shoot 1 and 1. His first one is made, he'll get a second. Craig and Brinchley are coming back into the game for the Pioneers. Zabonkali is set to take a second. The second is made. 14-point lead for the Roos with 4:10 left in the game. Craig is taking the ball down the court for the Pioneers, passes out, ends up back with himself. Bruner takes a three off the rim. Tyler Andrews rebound. Andrews and Corsalt have had the ball the most this game, and it's very clear. Now he takes a tumble to the ground, and a foul finally gets called. I'm not sure what the holdup was, but we've reached the under 4 timeout, so I will be back. All right, back with you here for the last 3.5 minutes of the game. DeAndre Craig was called for his third personal foul, and Ibonkali is set to shoot 2 as the Roos are now in the double bonus. Missed the first. Off the left side of the rim. The second, missed as well. Off the back of the rim. Craig brings the ball down the court. Passes to Addo Ankra gets 3 for the Pioneers. Denver has called a timeout, and I will take it with them. All right. 3:27 remaining in the game. 76-65 Roos. Which one will come out on top? Well, not very much time left to decide that. Tyler Andrews set to inbound the ball after Otto Ankra's three-point shot. Jamar Brown gets fouled and appears to not be 100% after that. But he's walking like he's fine. Otto Ankra has now received his 5th personal foul. And will be taken out of the game in favor of Tyson Garth. Jamar Brown to shoot 2. First one is up and made. The second, made. Craig has the ball out to Bruner. Brinchley got his pass deflected out of bounds, so Bruner will take the inbound. Bruner with a 3-point shot, missed off the rim. 2 points, missed off the bottom of the backboard by Brinchley. And Jason Petty is running down the court. Looked for a 3, didn't have it. Petty to Ebonkali to Brown, and 2 is good. We now have an 80-65 game. Tokotynamo had the ball swatted out of his hands, and Jamar Brown can't move his left knee. Jamar Brown is having to be carried off the court by his teammates. He's being checked out by the trainer. That is a serious loss for the Roos. Babacar Diallo is coming back into the game. Tokotynamo to take 2 shots. First one up and made. The second. Made. Now, from what I could see, head coach Marvin Menzies was not happy that nobody noticed Jamar Brown was down. But right now, Jason Petty with a slam dunk. Bruner up, couldn't get the ball up. Craig out to Garth off the rim. Jason Petty, Christian Corsall. Tyson Garf just got called for his second personal foul. Christian Corsalt to shoot 2. First one off the back of the rim. Second, made. Oh! Babacar Diallo and Jason Petty just had a face-to-face collision, but they are both fine as Toko Dynamo's three-point shot was not made. Tommy Bruner up for 2, missed. Dynamo 2, missed. Out of bounds. Possession will stay with the Pioneers. Head coach Marvin Menzies is not happy about that. Garf gets the rebound, but whistles are blown, and it's a foul. Corsalt clapping in the face of Tommy Bruner, and he is not happy about that. And that is Tommy Bruner's 4th personal foul. Corsalt has the ball after the inbound. Out to Jason Petty. To Tyler Andrews. And the Roos are playing noticeably more conservative now that they feel that they have the game secured with an 83-67 lead. Giallo out to Andrews for 3, missed. Bounced in and out. Bruner trying to drive in for 2, and it appears that Tyler Andrews got called for a foul. Bruner will shoot 2. Bruner shot, I'm sorry, Bruner was shooting 1, and his 1 was in and out. And this is turning into a foul fest late in this game. Tyler Andrews is set to inbound. Jason Petty had the ball stolen from him. Tommy Bruner was set to try to take the shot, but stepped out of bounds. And they're going. I don't know that I would have chosen to review it this late in the game with a 14-point lead, but it's not up to me. With that, I will take a timeout. back with you here as it appears that Tommy Bruner did step out of bounds, and Jason Petty will be inbounding the ball. Found Tyler Andrews, and Andrews had the ball ripped out of his hands, but the possession will stay with the Roos as there is a foul. 59.5 seconds left in this game. And Tommy Bruner fouled out. Toka Dynamo back in the game as Tyler Andrews will shoot his 2 free throws. First one is made. It is a 15-point lead by the Roos. Second one is made. 16 points with 59.4 seconds left in the game. As DeAndre Craig passes to Garf, but Garf's shot is off the rim, rebounded by Tyler Andrews. His name has been called so much tonight. As Corsalt has the ball for the Roos. And he will dribble this as late as he can with 7:6:5 left on the shot clock. And the ball out of bounds. Possession. Pioneers with 14.3 seconds left. You would assume they would just dribble this one out. So they will not. Dynamo gets the shot. Full court pressure by the Pioneers. With 4, 3, 2, 1. Andrews dribbles it out. Your Roos win by 14 against the Denver Pioneers at home. 85-71 is your final. I will not be here on Saturday, but I will speak to you next Thursday from Sweeney Center in Kansas City, Missouri. I'm Zach Gunter, signing off.